Hi, welcome to the Projection Project. My name is Rain. I'm your super awesome, cool, epic host. And today I have with me Sydney, aka Apple.
Hello! What's up, everybody?
All right. So, what do you think is the craziest place that someone has shifted to?
I've seen stories that someone shifted to Five Nights at Freddy's and they got attacked by Foxy. So I think that was an interesting story to hear. Definitely, it's on my list, but definitely make sure to script some safety if you're planning on shifting to Five Nights at Freddy's. So,
I think I remember seeing that someone was like, I
uh-huh.
played it or whatever, or they like had like a nightmare about it.
hmm
I, yeah, I remember seeing that like all over.
Yeah, the way I
I-
remember it is they woke up and then they were there and then they were the main character and then they got attacked by Foxy. So, uh-oh. Should have closed the door. Oops. But that would be absolutely terrifying waking up there, I must say so. Because they're pretty scary.
yeah.
hmm
I had a mutual tell me about do you know that the really popular fanfic in Harry Potter, like Manacled, I think is what it's
Yes,
called?
I've seen that
Apparently someone
everywhere.
shifted there.
Did they really?
But
Wow.
like the whole like plot is like I don't know. I've never read it because I'm not huge into fanfics.
hmm
Instantly people stop listening. They're like, "Ooh, gotta bounce." Anyway, but apparently it's like a lot of bad stuff happens. Like,
I
sorry.
don't I
Anyway,
don't know much about the plot. Yeah.
apparently it's like has really dark themes, and I'm like,
Yeah.
guys,
I know that
we talked about
Horcruxes into
this.
it. Yeah. So,
Um, I okay. Do you remember whenever people were coming back? Were like, I shifted as the Sorting Hat.
oh my God. I saw someone that said they shifted as Harry's hair. Um, Still debating whether I think that was true or false. But they said they don't recommend it. So if you guys are looking for places not to shift to, yeah, don't shift to be Harry's hair. Yeah.
I
hmm
remember. I okay. I don't remember. Like, I remember them saying that they became the Sorting Hat, and then they put like everyone in the wrong house. I wonder if that was like actually real. Like, can you become like an object?
You can be anything. Yeah, probably. Right?
Like,
I mean, as long as it's like a conscious thing. Like if you're the object, then it's conscious. So I guess yeah.
and like the Sorting Hat is like kind of a living thing. It's just like
Yeah, I'd say so.
I don't know. Now I'm like curious. Like I just thought about it the other day and I was like, oh my gosh, like I forgot about that. Like and then people just kept shifting as like super random things and I was like,
hmm
guys, we're taking it too far.
Imagine shifting as Buckbeak.
That would be
That would be
so
cool.
fun.
That would be pretty cool.
That would be so
Dude,
fun.
attacking Draco as Buckbeak. Okay, I'm convinced it was a shifter in the movies now. Just for that.
I want you guys to know. So Sydney and I met in a group chat. And
Yes.
if you guys, okay, if you've been on TikTok for around a year now, you guys remember who Carmen is. She had a pretty big account. And she kind of, I don't remember how she blew up, but she kind of like blew up out of nowhere. And then all of a sudden she kind of like dipped out of like TikTok like so fast. And she literally like made a TikTok account that is like still booming. And there's probably only like 20 of us in it now, but it was
Mhm.
originally like to the full capacity. Um, and we okay, so Sydney will like it'll be dead in the group chat. And Sydney will just randomly text and be like, "Do you think anyone has ever tried to shift to cars?" Like, and then people were like sending in the cars that they think they would be in like the Cars universe. They'd be like, "Oh, a nice sports car, run down old janky car." Like it was
Yeah. I
or
personally would be a spy car. What would your take on that be?
I think I would be a car that's like kind of like run down, but it's like still going, you
Okay.
know?
See, I like Cars 2. It's my favorite movie. So obviously I like that the spy in the second movie has wings. So Holly Shifwell, that's who it is. I would be Holly Shifwell. hmm Absolutely. Love the style, love the spy gadgets and stuff, and she can fly. That's pretty cool. But yeah, back to the group chat. I think the most recent one I did was Family Guy when I was
Yeah.
randomly sitting there. I'm just like, has anyone shifted to Family Guy yet? And then somebody did, right? Someone said they did.
Or
And
that they wanted to.
I think someone did. Yeah. Maybe. Let's check the see. I don't know, but that was a
I'm
big
trying to
one.
remember like some other ones that you said. I just remember like cars. I think you
Hmm.
want like Google Meet or Zoom with me whenever we said the cars thing
Hmm.
because I
Wait,
remember we were talking about other stuff.
Kung Fu
Um,
Panda. It
Kung
was
Fu
Kung Fu
Panda,
Panda.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
No, it's always like, and I even have like a list on my link tree of like ideas for places to shift,
Hmm.
and I have not even put some of like the craziest places. Like, like, like I wonder what it would like to be a car though. Like,
I don't know. A pickup truck? Well, I guess like the arms, like the wheels would be so weird. Like thinking
yeah.
about it, like it'd be like rotating the entire time. I don't know.
Am
I
I
feel
the
like
only one
weird.
that thought like as a kid like the eyes would be like the lights, and then like why are the eyes the
Yeah.
windshields?
Yeah. Well, there's that.
See,
Yeah, that is a little weird. And
because
like,
like
but
the
wait,
eyes and
the
like
door is open, right?
because like
What's inside?
it,
Is it organs? Is it mechanical parts? I want to know.
I don't. Well, I think like the car like mechanical parts are like
Mhm.
the organs, quote unquote.
But where does the consciousness come from?
I don't know. It's a
Right?
car.
It's an AI. It's got to be AI. I don't know.
Well, like okay, because like the eyes and like the front bumper always look
Hmm.
like faces. So why are the
Hmm.
eyes the windshields?
How do cars reproduce? Mm. Vending machines? Build a car? Just like in the that robot movie when they had the boxes and they would build the baby. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, that
Like
happens in a movie.
I don't know.
Hmm.
There's so many questions I have about the Cars universe.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the Cars movies in a really long time.
Yeah. I watched Cars 2 a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
Did you really say it was your favorite movie?
Cars 2?
Yeah.
Cars 2 is on my list. Yeah, absolutely. Uh-huh. Along with Kung Fu Panda 2. Hmm.
Now, Sydney,
I'm a big sequel kind of girl. Mhm.
I want you guys to know that Sydney has like a bracket of
Oh
like
my God.
DRs that
Yes.
like she wants to go to. And it's like a huge bracket too. It's not
It's
like
huge.
3 on 3. No,
There
no. It's like
are
24 on 24. And she has
Mhm.
like crazy places as well.
Yeah, I can run down the list if you want me to.
Yeah, no, talk
All
about
right.
like
Okay,
obviously a lot
sure.
of it, like I don't know,
A
just
lot of
run
them are
down the list.
pretty, or a lot of them are pretty generic, and like I haven't really worked on a lot of them, but some of them go really detailed. So we're gonna start off with Dream SMP Vacation, when all of the members of the GM SMP go on a vacation together, and I think like they all live in a house, and I think that'd be really cool. The second one's Maze Runner. Haven't really done much about that, but I put it on there because it's a pretty popular place to shift to. And then my next one's Harry Potter 1994, which is like the main timeline, whatever it is. And then I have The Darkest Minds, which is a book and a movie now. And then I have Maximum Ride, which is a book that I used to read when I was in sixth grade, and I absolutely fell in love with it. And that's like my main reason for shifting. And then we have a Camp Half Blood one, and
I want to go to Camp Half Blood.
yeah, I believe I'd be in Artemis's cabin. I
Wait,
think
same me
that's,
too.
yeah.
Let's go.
Actually, love
Cabin 8,
that.
let's go.
Cabin 8, that's what it is. Okay, good. And then I have my standard, I have two MCU scripts. One's for Loki and it's post Endgame, and the other one is Age of Ultron.
Is
And
that the Bucky
that's,
one?
yes, that is the
Yeah,
Bucky
because I was like,
one.
you told me all
Hmm.
about the Bucky
I
one.
did, yeah. And then Five Nights at Freddy's.
Excuse me, ma'am.
I don't think I want to go into further detail on that one.
Did you just want to see how long you'll survive?
Yeah, kinda. No, not well, yeah. Okay, moving on. The Walking Dead. Okay, that's pretty valid. I actually wrote a Wattpad about where I would start for The Walking Dead, which is interesting enough. But because it's canon to the shows, and I think I'm gonna add the Telltale's game into it in a way. But it starts off in Florida, and like progressively, I meet up with people from Atlanta and places like that. And my next one is Twilight for Edward. Not explaining myself on that. Next is Tom Riddle, 1942. So shifting back to Tom Riddle timeline. There was a Wattpad about that. I forgot what it was. Hierarchy of Need, maybe? I forgot what it was called, but someone traveled back in time and they were with Tom. So this is me being with Tom Riddle, and I'm gonna stop him from being a bad person. Yes, very cool. Character arc. Let's go. Um, Next one is Twilight, shifting for Jacob. Next one is Twilight shifting for Jasper.
Why do you have
Um,
so many Twilight
Next one
DRs?
is Twilight shifting for Alice. Okay.
Wait,
And
hang
for
on.
the Twilight.
Hang on. I have a question about all your Twilight DRs. Are you gonna
Yes,
be
go ahead.
like, do you have like the same persona in all of them? Or are you gonna be a vampire in all of them
Um,
except for the Jacob one?
yes, that's how it's gonna be. Yeah. So it's gonna be like kind of the same plot line with everyone, except obviously if I go with Jacob, I'm gonna script that I somehow turn into a werewolf. Because scripting, I can do what I want, you know. That's the fun about it. Then I have Fate, the Winx Saga, the live action one. And then I don't know
Someone
if you've
who
ever
goes
seen.
there.
Oh,
Sorry, go keep
yeah.
going.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen it, but the main character's name is Bloom and she is a fire fairy, so I would shift as her sister and be an ice fairy. Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
That's
Um,
classy.
and then the movie The Kingsman about like the secret spies and
Oh yeah,
stuff.
I debated about going there. I
Hmm.
watched one movie and I was like,
It's
yeah,
so good.
yeah.
Yeah. And then one of my most recent ones I'm shifting to is the summer of 2020 without COVID.
That
Um,
would be so fun.
I just want to see what life would have been like without COVID. Like so many things would have been different. Like I'm
I
really
agree.
excited for that. So now I have there's a movie that I used to watch as a kid called Legend of the
The Legend
Guardians,
of Gahul.
the Owls of Gahul. That's what it
Here we go.
is.
That movie
Hmm.
was oop, the legend. Not
It was
that
so
legend. That
good.
movie was
Oh,
so good.
it was good. It was a great movie. And then another one of mine that I think is really interesting, shifting to the show Survivor with all
I
the.
would. Yes,
Mhm.
yes. Because okay,
Obviously, I
here's the
scripted. I
thing.
won, but you know,
No, here's the thing. I would never go on that show in real life, but I love
I
watching the
wouldn't. Yeah.
challenges because I feel like I'd be
Mhm.
good at some of the challenges. But I'm a
Yeah,
really
and like,
poor swimmer, so
oh,
I'm
are
like,
you?
yeah.
Shoot. Yeah. But yeah, see, what I did for that one is made like a custom cast, and then I left it open for some like random people to fill in. Then I have a Divergent script, and then three different Pokemon scripts.
Wait,
Um,
which one are you in Divergent?
Dauntless.
Oh wait, I think we had a conversation
Yeah,
about this
we
before.
might have. I think so. Yeah. But I took out Triss's timeline because I want to be the main
Yeah,
character.
fuck
Get out of here.
Triss.
Goodbye. I'm the main character. Um, but then I have three different ones for Pokemon. One is like a live action, like real life type of thing, running around Pokemon, kind of how it looks in Detective Pikachu. The next one is how it looks in on a DS, something like that, but like
That'd be so
3D.
fun.
Hmm. And then another one is just like a custom, do at your own pace type of thing, whatever. And then I have a modern Hogwarts DR, which debating whether or not to go to anymore because I feel like once you go there twice, you're gonna, I don't know.
Well,
But
like
then,
you,
ah, continue.
you can make one. Are you keeping the Warren and the regular Golden Trio?
Um, yeah, I think I might. I think for the modern one, I think I might be in Fred and George's year, and I'm
Because
gonna put them in Slytherin because they belong in Slytherin.
I don't think they
Yeah,
belong in Slytherin.
really? I just,
Yes.
oh, I don't know. I feel like they'd be different in Slytherin, and I want to see how they'd look. You
Well,
know?
like the thing is that obviously we don't know what they value as people.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's hard to see as
Mm-hmm.
people in houses. I always thought they belonged in Ravenclaw because
Really?
they are so like they are so like creative and
Yeah.
they are generally really intelligent. Um, I don't. This is also me as a Ravenclaw looking at it. I guess. I
Ah, see,
guess.
I'm a Slytherin.
Um, but like they are
Keeping the
intelligent
twins.
and they're creative and
Yeah.
they're so original and like things like
Hmm.
that. But I guess it's just
I can
looking
see
at
that.
them and not what they value.
Yeah.
So I would say it's more between
Okay.
Slytherin and Ravenclaw.
Yeah.
I
Oh, yeah,
guess
yeah.
those two battle for like their second
Yeah.
house. Anyway, well, like
Hmm.
I guess for your Harry Potter DRs, you could like keep the Warren in one and get rid of the War in the other.
Hmm. I think for the modern one, I feel like the war would be like
The worst.
really, yeah, the worst. So, but like, yeah. Ha. Um, but yeah, there's another Harry one. There's another Hogwarts one down the list, but we'll get to that once we get down there. So the next one is, I think, one of the best ideas I've ever heard of. There's a person named AM on TikTok, AM Shifts, um, and they have a DR that is just full of all of their comfort characters, and it's called a Bachelorette DR. So,
Yes, yeah, I've heard people doing this.
and oh my God, my list is full of anime characters, people from shows, um, nobody from real life because that'd be weird. Uh, and but it's just like the Bachelorette show, and like there's a host and everything. And it's like quote unquote filmed, and yeah, that's I think it'd be really fun. Um, and then I have a mermaid's DR because I really want to be a mermaid,
Hmm.
but definitely immortality scripting is going to be important because I've heard someone say they went to the bottom of the ocean and they saw some things. So maybe I'll come back with research and become a famous scientist. Who knows? Let's shift for personal benefits. Why not? Why not? Let's go. The next one is How to Train Your Dragon.
That would be so
Hmm.
fun.
That's another one of my sequels that I love. The second one's my favorite.
The second one is really good.
Hmm. And then you know the show Big Mouth?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Take
Wait, you
everyone
talked
in
about
Big
this
Mouth.
in a group chat.
Yes, oh, this is one of them too. Yeah. Take everyone from Big Mouth, but put them in college.
Bubble Bay.
College Big Mouth. And it's gonna be great. Next one, don't flame me on this. Warrior Cats. Never mind, you can flame me on it. Um,
I read like the first couple books. My sister was huge into Warrior
I
Cats.
read every single one of them. Don't regret a thing. Go and read the books. Go do it.
I have two books, and I didn't realize I still had two books. Whenever I was going through my books to move, I was like, "Hey, Karen, do you still want these?" She's like, "Yes."
Yes, give. Um, so yeah, coming back to that other Hogwarts DR that I was talking about, um, I actually made another Hogwarts house, which I
Yeah,
think is
I remember
really
you
cool.
telling me. You
I
kept
did.
asking our opinion.
I did. So the name is Lichen Ridge, which I think is pretty cool because I like the whole three-syllable thing because they all have three syllables. So the colors are, hello?
Wasn't it
What?
purple and silver?
Yeah, purple. Yeah, purple and silver. Yeah, you remember that. Nice.
Ooh.
Um, so its tagline is the home for those who belong to too many. And then its quote is, but the passion from Lichen Ridge brought the spirits together. So, yeah, so its main qualities are determined, emotional, aggressive, and loyal. So it's like it's those people who like feel like they fit into like all of the houses, but like
Mm,
none of them, you know? And like
mm,
it's big on like loyalty, but also like a strong sense of like
mhm.
aggressive emotions. There we go. I don't know, but I thought it was really cool, and I would love to see how
It
like the
would
school
like
would
play out.
function. Yeah, I think it's just a really interesting concept because like one, purple's awesome.
I love
Two,
purple. That's my
I would
favorite
fit
color.
so well in that house because I feel like I belong so equally to Slytherin and Gryffindor that like it just like depends on what the situation is. But like I feel like it'd be really cool. So following that, I have a Kung Fu Panda script. Aha, aha, aha.
What
And
animal
then
are you in that?
I haven't decided. I really haven't. I was thinking a fox because Zootopia. Um,
Well, like you have to choose an animal that's like common in China.
oh shoot, you're right. Um,
Because all of them are,
yeah,
well, obviously they're all
forgot about
animals
that.
that are popular in China.
Yeah,
Or not popular,
I
but
have to.
live in China, are common
I
in
have to
China.
like pick something, something like really cool though. So maybe something that
Viper was
flies. I
always
don't
my
know.
favorite character.
Mine was Tigress because I loved her voice so much. Oh my God, I could listen to Tigress speak and just be like,
That's
keep
just
speaking.
Angelina
Angelina
Jolie.
Jolie. I love Angelina Jolie. Yeah. So the next one's a little controversial, but it's the Hunger Games. Thankfully, I scripted it's a virtual reality, so no one's actually dying. Yay, let's go. Please don't shift and hurt people. Yes, don't do it. But like it's like a video game. So it's like
Hmm.
I want to see how I would do.
Hmm.
Like and of course I only scripted that I'm a winner and I have super athletic abilities and talents, but it's fair.
Yeah.
It's fair. And then I have a Star Wars DR, which I'm still working on. So, and then the last one's Narnia.
I would love to make an Narnia DR.
But yeah, those are just like some different ideas. And
I
I
have
just
like
think, yeah.
I have like three finished scripts, and then I have like 10 unfinished scripts.
Oh, dude, scripting, I think I could just look through my notebook and just get lost in the amount of scripts that I've written because it's just so like wonderful to just be able to like put everything you want and just have it there and to
Hmm.
think about one day like I am going to shift one day and once I shift that one time I can explore all of these lives and
Yes.
just experience everything and I think that's just so like beautiful to think about like we are expanding our experience we aren't glued to this reality. This reality doesn't define us. Like we
Hmm.
are free and pure consciousnesses conscious nigh.
Yeah, yeah, cons. I know. I'm like, I don't know.
We are free and pure consciousness, and we can, if we allow ourselves and we're ready, we can explore all of these things and just better ourselves.
Mhm.
Like the next time someone asks your age and be like, "Yeah, I'm 117," and they'll be like, "Huh? Huh?" But like that's such a cool thing. Like if once you shift that long, like you can go to a waiting room and you can script that when you arrive, there's going to be a book there and it's going to have all of your times that you've been in your DRs and it'll show you your actual age. Like just think about how cool that could be. And like
Mhm.
having like that's what I love about waiting rooms. Like use just like one place that's just completely yours and you can do anything you want in it. And then it can just you can basically have anything that you like want. Like you want to study for a test? Cool. Script that, I don't know, Albert Einstein is your tutor. Cool. You can do so many cool things that people just like I feel like they just always think about, okay, yeah, we're gonna go to Hogwarts. Magic and magic is great and cool, but the things that you can really use shifting for, and you can script all of these wonderful things into your DR that'll help you when you come back here. It's magical. That's what it is.
I agree. Um, I a lot of the places, I mean, I'm not really for waiting rooms. I don't, I mean, you can use if you like waiting rooms, keep using them.
Mhm.
I don't like waiting. I guess it's because I got like I didn't get introduced late, but like I don't like well, I do like waiting rooms, but like I don't want to make one. I
Mhm.
guess it yeah, I just don't want to make one in the story.
Yeah, and that's totally valid. I mean, for me, I feel like if obviously I'm shifting to my desired realities first, and then when I shift back, I'm gonna shift to my waiting room, and that's where I'm gonna like collect myself, like maybe write things down, journal, or just have it all written for me when I get there. So anytime I come back, that's where I'll go, and it's like my safe space.
Mm.
So
A lot of my DRs, I guess, are like currently are pretty common. So the ones I have finished are my MCU DR, my Marauders DR, and my Golden Trio DR. Because I wanted to go to Golden Trio first, and then it was MCU I finished, and then Marauders I finished because I wanted to go to them. Um, Currently my X-Men one is almost done. That's not as common to find someone who wants to go to X-Men because it's kind of
yeah.
hard to find yourself to find a the plot point is kind of hard to
Hmm.
put yourself in. Um, I have a Six of Crows script. Or it's not an, I guess a Grisha first script, but like I was gonna go to the Grisha trilogy too, and then I was like, that means I have to survive another war because I kept the war in the Golden Trio one.
Yeah,
I was like, and now the Grisha trilogy war. I don't know if you read the books.
I didn't
I was
read the
like,
books, no.
I was like, I'm not. And the war is like terrible. I'm like, I am not staying for another war. No way, Jose. Um, so yeah, I was like just Six of Crows. I have a fantasy DR, and I like off and on did
Yes,
that
I
one.
remember I was helping you script for that one.
Yeah, yeah, I remember
Yes.
that. I have to really be in the mood. Why did I say it like that? I have to really be in the mood to script for it because it's basically just world building. That's why I made the world building guide in my
I
link tree
love world building.
because I did not know where to start. But I have like a good amount of stuff done.
Mhm.
Um, I have that, and then I am planning on starting a DC script soon. I just can't decide what I want to do. Giselle helped me kind of figure out what I want to do. And then oh my god, why can't I remember it? I have another script, but I just can't remember it.
You
Like
got
it
it?
just
Process.
it just like left my mind like I'm trying to remember all like the Google
Hmm.
documents in my head.
Oh
And
yeah, I
I'm
have a
just like
good app for you to get. Yeah, you need to get the app Notebooks. It's like a bunch of different colored notebooks, and then it's
like
like
on
a
my
really
computer
good
or
way to
phone.
organize. Um, it's I have it on my Mac and my iPhone. I think it's on both app stores, but it's really nice. I can show you here. Like I have all of my different scripts
Whoa.
organized. These are just my digitalized ones, and then like so here's my MCU one, and like obviously this is not as built, but like this is the one I made last night for Hogwarts. So you have like all of your different categories. So
That's so
it's just a
cool.
really good app, and it's different. There's the icon is a white background with a yellow, red, and blue notebook, and it's just called Notebook. But it's a great app, and I highly recommend it. So yeah,
Yeah, I'm determined. Okay, wait. There's fantasy, Six of Crows, X-Men, Golden Share. Oh my God, wait, it wasn't only those. I just have a lot of maybes then in my
Okay.
mind. It was
Yeah.
DC, and then I have a couple of video game maybes.
Oh yeah, Minecraft. Yes, I
Uh,
forgot about that. I was gonna shift to Minecraft. Yes.
Stop it right now. Um,
I wanna speed run.
uh, I guess a lot of them are like through wars. I guess wars are so common, and I'm like, God damn it.
Hmm.
I kind of want to shift to Mass Effect 2. Um, Basically I would be in space. And I
Okay.
was like, damn, I was like, I don't want to be a human because there are tons of alien races. I was like, I kind
Mhm.
of want to be an alien race to make
Yeah.
myself an alien. Because I'll show you after this the alien
Okay.
races. Anyway, and then I was like, and I was like, maybe I saw that someone else was shifting there, and I wonder if this person will ever find this.
Mm.
Was shifting to Dragon Age Inquisition, and I was kind of debating it. I've played that game twice, and but that's also living through a war because you're literally the Inquisition. I'm like, God damn
Yeah.
it. I'm like, I wish I would stop doing this. Um, but yeah, those were a couple maybes.
Mhm.
But I'm currently almost done with my X-Men script because I want to go to X-Men.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, those a lot of them are really popular except for the video game ones.
Yeah. Oh my
But you
God.
have like really good ideas.
Wait. Shifting to Fortnite?
You die immediately.
But would you? I mean,
You
Victor
die,
Royale
and then
every
all of a sudden
time.
you.
Hello,
I
just
feel like that
it's
defeats the
been
purpose
it
then.
it would absolutely. But like, wait, what if you scripted that every other player was also a reality shifter shifting to Fortnite and like no one and it was a rule that no one could script that they won because like that I just said it, so technically it exists. Technically that is a reality that exists that is shiftable. So, oh my God, shifting to a reality where every single character in Hogwarts is another shifter. Dude,
Goodbye.
goodbye. Oh my God, that'd be crazy. Or wait, scripting that you allow other shifters to enter your reality, but they
Isn't that
can't mess
just
up anything.
oh wait, wouldn't that just be group shifting?
Yes, but it's randomized and it's not people from this reality. So, like, say you're really famous in another reality and you say you're shifting there, then they'll shift to that one, but it's really you from this reality shifting to that one.
Oh, speaking of being famous, I want a fame DR. There we go.
Oh
Um,
yeah, I have one of those.
Fame DR. There we
Yes.
go.
Hmm.
I haven't decided what I want. I might do two different fame DRs.
Yeah.
Because I can't decide what I want.
You
Um,
should be an actress.
yeah, no, I want to do
I
an
think
actress one
you'd
and I want to
really
do a
like
singing
that.
one.
Yes! Oh my gosh. That's
um,
exciting. That's really exciting.
so yeah, that's what
What
I
about
want
like
to do
a
an actress one and a singing one.
Mhm.
But
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
those obviously will take a lot of work.
Hmm.
So yeah, anyway, do you on the topic of scripting, because we keep
Yeah.
dipping our toes in the scripting and then dipping them out. So people think that, or for a while people thought you had to make a script. Do you think that you should make a script for every DR, or is it okay not to make a script?
Oh no, you don't need a script. 100%. I've seen videos about people who literally just think about the things they want in their DR and they have a list in their DR that just creates and all of their things, all of their ideas are there. So you can go throughout your day and just think about, hmm, that's something I want in my DR and like really mean that and like it'll be there because that's what you subconsciously want. So I like scripting because it helps you get like more immersed with your DR. It like allows you to make connections and just really get it gets you excited about it, honestly. Because like just thinking about all these things that you can like really like have your hands on, and it's nice having all your thoughts in one place. And before you go to bed, if you're someone who likes to read your script before bed, you don't have to, but sometimes it helps people get in the right mindset. It's really nice to be able to just look at everything you've seen and sometimes going back to it after like I recently just got back into shifting to Hogwarts after a year. And it's really fun to just like go back and see what I've written and be like, why would I write this? And like what was I thinking? What did Draco say? But it's just I personally like it because it just allows me to like have something concrete of my DR here. And but it's also nice to like just think about a DR and just think about like generalized things that you'd want to have in it, and then it's one of your DRs. Like you can't just make that go away. It's there, and I think that's really cool. Yeah.
I'm also for scripting. I love scripting. I know some people don't. Most of my mutuals love the script. So we like, I know you and I bond over scripting,
Mhm.
and I know Olivia, she's gonna listen to this, so she's gonna be like, "Ooh, Olivia, I know really likes the script," and that girl constantly is changing her script.
Yeah.
I had another mutual, who also was constantly changing the script. If you're someone who's constantly changing your script, you're seen. I am not someone who's constantly changing my script, but you need to, if you're changing your script, you need to stay with your script. You need to stop changing it. I swear to God.
This,
Anyway,
yeah.
but
See, yeah, for me, when it comes to changing my script that much, I will make a new DR with all those
yeah,
big changes. Because I feel like your first idea that you have, like that's special. I don't want to just like go over it with something else. I want to make another one, you know? And like
like if I
these are real lives that you're going to be living. So just always changing it can it can be a little overwhelming, I think.
if
But
I like the new idea rather than the old one,
mhm,
I'll scrap the old one because
yeah.
I changed my Golden Trio DR a lot.
Hmm.
I haven't really changed my MCU DR. I changed my Marauders one a little bit.
Hmm.
Like it's a lot of little ones. I made like one big change and I'm glad I did, but every other DR is like generally
Hmm.
like stayed the same except for the Golden Trio one.
Yeah. And like obviously little changes are absolutely fine and like it's sometimes encouraged because it just helps you like get more on track with your DR. Yeah.
I know that like people um are really for scripting rather than like going with no script.
Hmm.
Because obviously I know people can shift on accident,
Hmm.
but like people who like just are too lazy to make a script because obviously like whenever you go like bad things can happen and sometimes
Hmm.
like obviously your subconscious will come up with things that you really want or need
Hmm.
first and it won't really come up with safety things
Yeah.
because like whenever you're in real life you aren't really thinking about safety and you're literally like you're whenever you're there like living your other life I guess you aren't thinking about the safeties there either you're just thinking
Hmm.
about like life currently because I know people have talked about some of like some bad things that have happened that they haven't scripted out
Hmm.
because they didn't have a script or they forgot to script it in or anything like that.
Right.
um
If
so
you're
do you
gonna
think
script anything,
sorry
script safety. Yeah.
so do you think there's like necessary stuff that people should script in like it doesn't really matter where you're going
Hmm.
like that
Um,
people should script into like every script or DR script. You get what I'm
uh,
saying?
yeah, yeah, definitely, immortality, because I feel like and script that you can't experience any extreme trauma or like really dangerous situations. Obviously, if you're shifting to like a crime DR, like one of those, like if you're shifting to Lucifer or Criminal Minds or something like that, like things are gonna happen. But scripting your safety above all else is really important because you don't really want that to affect you because obviously thinking about it and not having it happen to you is completely different than thinking about it, not preparing for it, and then having it happen to you in another reality. And it can just it can like I don't know, I guess it could put you off to it. But script your mortality. We don't want you dying over there. um script your safety. Um and I don't know, script something that makes you happy about yourself, something that you're excited for. Because I feel like if you're writing about what makes you happy, it's gonna increase your vibrations and it's just gonna make you just more ready to be there. So, oh, also script that you can't shift back accidentally. That's a huge one. I have seen so many people who are like, "Yeah, I shifted there for like a good 10 minutes, but I saw my comfort character and oof, poof, I'm back." Script that you can't shift back. You don't really need a safe word. That's just something to like ease your mind for if like you're in danger, but um yeah. I
Well,
think that's
like
pretty good.
the okay, I have two things to say. The thing about the like the only thing you need to shift back is like intention.
Intent. Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like it's weird that people are saying they saw the comfort character and shifted back. I feel like they just panic and
Mm-hmm.
leave. But like if you want to leave, then leave.
Yeah.
Don't like it's okay to like panic and leave. I know people have panicked and left before and then obviously like you regret it later, but it's okay to like leave if you're
Mm-hmm.
panicking. Don't stay if you're panicking unless like you think you can handle it.
Yeah.
The thing about trauma and your DR is like I've been told that you cannot script out trauma no matter like if
Really.
it happens you cannot script out trauma no matter what
Mm-hmm.
because trauma lays like your response to trauma in the brain lies in your like subconscious, like in the subconscious in your brain. And then obviously how we're talking about, or not we, but we is in the
Yeah.
podcast, quote unquote. I don't know. We're talking about the different theories about shifting, but like if it is like the subconscious, what I was saying last time, where it's like being oh my god, why can't I remember what I said? It was something about being like a well, moving our subconscious versus if it is something where your subconscious, you're just, I guess you can't do anything about the trauma because
Right.
it's, you can't change your memory, basically. Like
Right.
it's not possible. And then you can't stop like you can stop things from happening, but you can't just erase your memory. That's not how it works.
Right. Unless you get obliterated, but I hope that doesn't.
Yeah.
That's a different story. But like I think more importantly it'd be like scripting out, like you can't change your response to their events, but you can try and plan for the events, like scripting out no major traumatic events would take
Yeah.
place. That's a bit, yeah. I think that's what I was trying to say. I don't
Yeah.
know.
That's like the best way to go around it. Like if you think, if you like, let's say you're going to Harry Potter or like Golden Tree, or if you think you can't handle the war, do not script it in. Like
It 100%. Because it'll mess with your mind. Like you're gonna see people get hurt, and it's if you haven't seen that before, you don't know how to handle it. That's gonna be traumatizing.
I was like exactly, like you're gonna see people getting hurt. You're going to see people die. Like if you are
Yeah,
not,
you will.
if you are not a quick thinker or someone that can think in the moment, do not keep the war in. Like or like it's also kind of goes like same for like DC and Marvel. Like if you cannot think quickly, or if you will panic in the moment of a fight, you should not be shifting there right now. And you can't change how, I mean, I guess you can, I guess you can change how you act, but internally, like you will, I guess you, I don't know
It's
if you'll
still
panic
you.
whenever, like it's still you.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if you'll panic whenever you get back saying, oh my god, I just did that, or if
Yeah.
you'll get over it. I don't really know because I'm not you, or not you, but you listening. Breaking the fourth
Yeah.
wall.
Well,
But
it's like when you're shifting and like you script that, oh yeah, I'm brave. I'm gonna be like absolutely clever in like these fights and things like that. Like you're giving yourself those skills physically, but like mentally
you're still
and like
you.
emotionally, you're still you. Like you're gonna have that boost and it's gonna be easier. But if it's not something you're already like predispositioned to, it's gonna be a little difficult. So yeah, that goes back on the safety thing. Keep yourself safe, please.
So while we're talking about traumatic events, what do you think of people who purposely script in traumatic events?
Um, I know there's like a joke when it's like add a little spice. It just I don't know. I don't personally. I don't really have any like quote unquote traumatic events scripted. Like I think the worst thing I had was like that I volunteered Wanda and Pietro. Like I was one of them, but like I scripted nothing bad really happened to me. And like I didn't do anything Hydra said to, or like I didn't go on any missions or I didn't hurt anyone like that. But like I wouldn't really count that as traumatic. I feel like it just obviously if something I guess it really just depends on the person. Because you can't like make someone not script in traumatic events. Like you can't control everybody. And if that's what they do, it's their decision. And they have to live with what they scripted. I think that's the big thing.
I've made a couple of videos about it right after Black. Did you see the Black Widow movie?
Yes, I did.
I was assuming, but just in case.
Yeah.
I made a video right after Black Widow came out, and I was like, I hope you guys realize why you shouldn't put yourself in the red room. And a lot of the comments were like, oh my god, yeah, like sorry, like I think I talked about this in the first episode. I was like, oh my god, yeah, I'm sorry, like I'm changing my script, what should I do now? And some other comments were like, yeah, here's what happened to my friend, or here's what happened to me, I'm traumatized. And the other like 33% of the comments were like, no, I'm not going to change it. What are you going to do about it? I'm like, obviously, I can't do anything. I can't
Hmm.
shift to your DR. Like, but
Yeah.
now I'm like, I guess you're going to now be stuck with the trauma. And it's going to be your
Hmm.
fault because even though I told you that you're going to be stuck with this trauma, and people
Yeah.
in the comments are talking about it as well. Like, it's your fault
Hmm.
whenever other people were telling you that you're going to be stuck with trauma.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. And
Um,
it's just on them for not listening because like just hearing about things that happen in the red room versus being in the red room, I don't think people can really comprehend what actually happens until they go and do it. So,
I'm really like I'm so not for people scripting traumatic events,
mm-mm.
and I know people do it a lot in their Criminal Minds DR, where they're like, my comfort character will come and say, also like, and I guess like DC and Marvel, or where people are like, my comfort character will come and save me where I'm getting kidnapped, and I was like, that is not okay. I'm like, if you are doing this, I'm like, stop it right now. I'm like, there are people, normal people like us. I'm like, or like we are traumatized or we have PTSD. I'm like, you can't do that. I'm like, we purposely go to 2DRs to be like, obviously
Hmm.
don't use that as escapism. I talked about this last episode, but like you get what I'm like,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
maybe I didn't describe it that well.
yeah.
um, but we don't want people to live through the stuff that we did.
Hmm. I mean, like it's like kind of like romanticizing trauma at that point.
It
And I feel like that's
is.
something that people shouldn't be doing. Like in my Hogwarts, I like before it was like a thing, I scripted that like someone would hex my broom during a Quidditch game and like Draco would do a spell and catch me, but like that's different than saying an alien comes and kidnaps you and oh my God, Loki's gonna teleport and he's gonna save me before I
Like
like my head gets chopped off. Like that's different. It's
that's
different.
weird, and like,
It's
don't do
different.
that. Don't do that. Like, yeah,
Like,
you're romanticizing trauma.
but think about what it's like for them. Like they don't know that they're going to save you 100%. They don't know that
Yeah.
you scripted it. They're thinking, "Oh my God, this person, this love of my life that I'm going to instantly fall in love with because but I don't know because I don't know my script. Um I'm going to fall in love with this person. I don't know if they're going to live or die if I don't get to them in time." It's
Hmm.
it's literally it's like in Iron Man 2 with Tony and Pepper.
Hmm.
3, that's third one.
I
Third
don't know.
one.
I don't like the
Yeah,
third
it's the
one
third
very
one.
much.
Yeah, it's when like everyone was exploding. Yeah, like
Yeah, yeah,
he
yeah.
didn't know he was gonna save her. She didn't know she was gonna get saved. Like no one
Hmm.
knows these things. And like you can't just like you're not only giving yourself trauma, but you're giving your comfort characters trauma too.
And it's like a
Like
lot with like the
mhm,
second Spider-Man or the second Spider-Man movie with the Andrew Garfield, where he wasn't sure if he
mhm.
was going to save Gwen, and he
Oh my
didn't.
God.
Like
Exactly.
he didn't save Gwen. Like
Exactly.
you're putting yourself in a position like that,
Hmm.
and what if you quote unquote die? Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
obviously you can't if you script it, you're immortal, but
Hmm.
like don't do that. Like
Hmm.
you are basically freaking them out
Hmm.
as much as you are freaking yourself out during that situation. Don't do it. Anyway, on a way lighter note, after us being like all serious, and we're like, anyway, put on like our happy hats, and we're like, hey.
Hello, welcome back.
Um, I obviously for generally every DR, whenever you script, you make yourself a backstory.
Hmm.
Um, I do you like writing backstories?
I'm huge on it. I love it. I could sit and write backstories all day because in my mind it's like okay well these things like already happened whether I'm gonna write it down or not like it doesn't really like it, I thought about it it's happened and like I love it so much it's my big thing is like core memories like things that like give me emotional attachments to characters or places or objects like um Tony gives you a new cell phone and it has all these things on it like that's like pretty monumental in someone's life if you just get there and that happens. Um, but core memories are absolutely huge. I can sit down and write core memories for a really long time. Um, and for like the big franchises, like if you're shifting to MCU DC or Hogwarts, there's so many things you can write about. Because obviously, if you're going to be on the Golden Trio path, you have to like, if you're going to be in that friend group, you have to script, okay, what about the main plot points in these movies? Where, how are you going to fit into the story and the plot? And how are you going to affect it in the future? Obviously, if you're saving Pietro in Age of Ultron, how is that going to affect things like Civil War? Like personally, I scripted that he's on a mission trip, not a mission trip, but like he's on a mission slash trip. He's doing something good in another country. That's what he's doing, not a religious thing. No, that's not what I
Mission trip.
meant.
No, I
Mission
get what you're
trips.
saying.
You know what I mean. He's doing good. I think he's I don't know. I haven't planned it yet, but I think he's gonna help like big ships like get unstuck from places or deliver medical equipment around. But he's because I know that if I put him in Civil War, it's gonna have a really big difference. But
Yeah.
scripting backstories is nice because obviously you have your family slash people who raised you, and you get to write about that. And the way that you write them affects how you're going to be in that DR. Like if you're someone who has issues with your parents here and you script that you have like really healthy, like supportive parents in your DR, it's you're going to be a different person, kind of. Like obviously consciously you're going to be yourself, but like the way it's your parents, like they act with you and things like that, it's going to be different and it's going to be nice. So it's important to give yourself that love back that you deserve if you haven't been given that in this reality. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I also generally like writing backstories.
Hmm.
Um, I know a lot of it always takes me a little bit to come up with one that I always really like.
Hmm.
Um, I think it's because like I always come up with a general idea and then I want to expand on it.
Hmm.
Because it took me forever to come up with my MCU backstory.
Oh
Coming
my
up with like
God,
any
yeah.
superhero backstory is so
Hmm.
hard. So
Hmm.
so whenever someone asked me to write a document for superhero backstories, I struggled. I struggled so hard. That's why that document, if you looked at it, is so short. Um, yeah, I'm so sorry. I'll try to come up with more over time. I have so much like stuff on my plate, and superhero
Hmm.
backstories is really hard. Anyway, um,
I love superhero backstories.
like it took
It's
me
so
like I
much
knew
fun.
like I came up with my
Yeah.
powers, right? And then I was like, how am I supposed to get these
Hmm.
powers? Like I was like, I'm not a like in my specifically in my MCU DR, I was like, I'm not a mutant. And luckily in my X-Men DR, I don't have to worry about necessarily a superhero backstory because I'm already a
Hmm.
mutant. So I just need to worry about like my current self.
Yeah.
Like and then my golden trio, like um I still need to write my Marauders backstory, I guess. But like obviously I write like where I'll be like for the first time I shift there, like what is
Right.
happening. But my golden trio one was like pretty simple, except for I kept switching it for what house I was in.
Hmm.
Um, because I originally thought I was like Gryffindor, but now I know for sure I'm a Ravenclaw.
Yeah.
So I put myself in Ravenclaw. So whenever I shift to Golden Trio, I will be one of the few Ravenclaw shifters, and you can ask me tons of questions when I'm when about the Ravenclaw Tower and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Um, so yeah, I think I love writing backstories. So if anyone ever needs help, I'm here for you. And I generally always help friends that like can't
Yeah.
come up with it. I'm like, they have an idea, and I'm like, well, what if you do this? Or I work out logical stuff, I guess.
Wait, me
Um,
too. Yeah, if you need anything, contact me. Yeah,
yeah,
I love it.
I'm a very logical person. Like if you have an
Yeah.
idea, I will give you like the logical stuff or why this or that doesn't work, and here's a better
Mhm.
idea. Olivia, if you're
Yeah.
listening to this, I'm so sorry that I like logical all your ideas. Like I throw logic in all your
I feel like I do
ideas.
that a lot too. It's like
I
I'll,
always do it to Olivia.
I'll be writing something and I'll be like, wait, this doesn't work. Do you wanna hear my backstory for how I got my powers in my MCU Age of Ultron DR?
Yeah, yeah, because I
Um,
forgot. It's been a while since you've told
yes.
me.
Yes. Okay. So
Yeah.
yes. The parental situation in that, nada. But nada. I haven't said how or why that happens. They could be on a business trip. They could be under businesses. Um, but anyways, I volunteered like Wanda and Pedro did, and this was one of the first. I didn't get experimented on things like that majorly. There was only one experiment, and that's how I got my powers. They were testing. It was the Mind Stone, right? Yeah,
Hmm.
they're testing the Mind Stone on avians, and they were testing it on a raven. Um,
Oh yeah, no, I remember.
yes, and the raven ate the stone, which I thought was really funny, because I thought it was a seed, and then they sent me in there to get the raven out of there. And at this point, I'm blonde hair. I have a different name. I go in there and I grab the raven, and as soon as I touch the raven, it like the power explodes, and I absorb the power of the raven and the mind stone, and my hair turns black. I get big giant black angel wings that look like raven wings and like all these cool things. And I get the powers of the Mind Stone in and the color is black and green, depending on what I use it for. If it's like for healing and things, it's green. But if it's for like fighting or defending myself, it's black, and my eyes turn black, which is I look pretty freaking cool. And also my eyebrows turn black too, so it doesn't look weird or anything. But
The blonde hair
and
and black hair.
oh gosh, it's a look. It's a look. Um, but then after that, I escape and I go by Wanda, and Wanda already has her powers, but then she sees me and but I get scared and I leave, and then I end up in a cave where Ultron is making his machines. There's a sub cave, kind of like where Nat is, like something like that. But there's
Oh
another
yeah.
cave underneath of it nearby, and that's where I am. That's where I've rested, and then that's where I wake up when I've shifted, and then I save Thor when he gets thrown underneath. So,
If
like when he
you
falls and he has to hold up his hammer to defend it from the rubble. Yeah, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna put a shield up and be like, "Ooh, bet you didn't think I could do that." Yeah. And then Wanda's gonna recognize me. She's gonna be like, "Raven?" And I'll be like,
Wait,
"It's
no, you
Mr.
gotta add her
Robot."
accent.
Raven. Wait, I'm gonna have a Sokovian accent. Oh, I'm gonna be so hot. Oh my God.
I I always give myself like a couple like and I guess free days, quote unquote, or like
hmm
alone days. Well, I
hmm
guess not really in my golden
Yeah.
trio DR, um, to like test out things because so
Oh yeah, I do that too. Yeah.
my MCU DR, I wake up immediately after I get my powers because
hmm
so basically in my DR, I got my powers from like you know that scene in Captain Marvel where like there's that piece of the Tesseract
Yeah.
and they're going so I took that idea, but I took it from the Power Stone.
hmm
As we want a piece of the Power Stone. Uh I'm a shield agent. I should explain that. I was a shield agent, and we go to get it at a facility, and I go to grab it, and then the guy tries to shoot me, misses, hits the power stone. I absorb the powers. Yeah, basically took it from Captain Marvel. I'm
Yes.
so genius. Anyway, and then I wake up in the Shield Hospital wing, so I have not tried out my powers yet. So basically, I'm
Mhm.
new to my powers, and it's actually me new to my powers.
Yeah,
Um,
that's how mine is. I have it scripted so that I have 30 minutes in the cave, to just
mess
uh
around.
yeah, just make sure one I'm settled in my DR and I'm not gonna go anywhere. Two, to test my protection spells because I feel like that's more important than anything because I'm about to be fighting robots and saving Captain America as he falls off Sokovia. Just girl boss things. Um,
Girl boss.
oh, I'm gonna say something really witty too. And then oh yeah, and then I'm gonna see Iron Man and I'm gonna have like a power sphere because I have a scripted like I can do like Hela has like the black like spears and things like that. I can
Uh-huh.
shoot those because girl boss. I'm gonna be like friend or foe, and he's gonna be like I'm gonna be like are you Hydra? He's gonna be like nah man, these are Hydra, the robots. And then yeah um but yeah, I definitely, if you're scripting, script your wake up scene. I think that's a really big important thing that I missed when we were talking about most important things to
Oh
script.
yeah.
Script where you're going to wake up and script that you're going to be safe when you wake up. Big thing. And then if you have powers, give yourself some time to get used to yourself
Yeah.
because
Give
you're going to
yourself
be
like
overwhelmed.
yeah, no, I definitely agree. And make your wake up scene like really descriptive in your
hmm
script, in my opinion. Mine are always at least like 4 sentences or longer.
hmm
My Marauders one is pretty short. Because I'm waking up in the train, so it's pretty short. I said like who was in the compartment with me,
hmm
where my bag was, if I needed like slash wand, what I was
Yeah.
wearing, and like I think that was it. Oh, and what the date was.
Yeah.
And then my MC was I like explained like the hospital thing. I
hmm
don't all I said is that I was wearing the suit that I wore on the mission, which is just like a shield uniform.
hmm
And then I don't have a specific date because I put a couple months before the first Avengers movie, and all I know the first Avengers movie is in 2012. Anyway, um and then my Golden Trio one is really descriptive because I talk about where I'm sleeping because obviously I have my glasses in that DR.
hmm
I don't have my glasses in my MCU DR. Wait, and then the Marauders one, I guess I fell asleep with my glasses on the train. I don't know. I didn't talk about that. Anyway, I realized I never scripted it. Anyway, but I talk about like where my glasses, where my wand, where I'm sleeping, what I'm wearing, and then like any like what the date is because
Hmm.
it's the morning of the Tri-Wizard or no, the Quidditch World Cup. So
Oh,
basically,
that's what mine is too.
so yeah, I'm
Wow.
sleeping in the burrow
Wait,
and
so am I.
but there's a specific couch that I imagine every time.
Wait, are you laying on your left side?
I'm laying on my back.
Oh, I'm on my left side facing a fireplace.
I'm on my back and yeah, that's what I imagine. And there's
That's really funny.
the
I'm on a couch too.
specific couch I imagine is the one in Deathly Hollows that George is laying on
I'm not on
whenever
that
he
one.
lost. It's an orange one and I can imagine the texture. Like I
Oh,
can
mine's
feel it.
mine's blue. Ooh. Ah.
Um, but I generally that one is also like pretty free, like it gives me free time, quote unquote.
Hmm.
Except for like I see people, I guess, right away, but right after the Quidditch World Cup, I have like 2 weeks of free time before school starts.
Hmm.
So it's a lot of like, I guess, reading up on wizard stuff.
Yeah.
I did script my family life in my wizarding, both my wizarding ones. MCU, I said nothing about my family, probably because I don't want them getting involved anyway.
Yeah.
Um, in my X-Men one, okay, I haven't really decided what I'm gonna do, but I know. Have you seen the X-Men First Class?
I haven't seen any of them.
Um,
I know, I'm awful. I'm sorry.
no, it's fine. So basically, an X-Men First Class, Jay, no, I said James Charles.
James Charles.
Charles Xavier. So I meant to say Charles
Mm.
Xavier and Eric Lencher, aka Magneto and Professor X, um, go to recruit mutants for their X-Men team, like the very first one. And I'm going to give myself like probably 2 or 1 days, or 1 or 2 days to like give myself free time to mess around with my abilities.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'll be weak. Um, like I won't be weak because I think I'm a couple of years older than that they are.
Hmm.
Because everyone is really old in that movie. Oh my god. Anyway, I had to like age people down.
I
So
aged some people down.
I didn't
Yeah.
realize how old everyone was in the X-Men or in the first X-Men movie. Anyway, um, and then I'm gonna give myself like 2 free days to like really get used to like how probably one day. And then the next day they will come and recruit me and then I will join their team. Um, but yeah, because I was like, I don't want to like go and immediately do something. If you wake up and then you immediately go fight, like
Hmm.
good for you. I don't know how to be able to do that.
I would never do that. No, never. No, no, I'm fine. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Mm.
Any last advice before we close out, before we go?
Don't give up. No. Once you know about shifting and you believe in it, you can shift. Like it or
You got
not,
it.
you are going to shift one of these days. You just
You got it sometime.
you got it eventually. And laugh about it. Laugh about it. If you're gonna be serious about like, I haven't shifted and it's been a year. Okay. Okay, and you're still trying.
Okay, cry about
You're
it.
still
No, just
cry
kidding.
about it.
Just kidding.
What's it gonna do? It's okay to feel bad about it because like your emotions are you're completely valid for that because like it's like you're waiting for a TV show to come out and like the date is like the release date is maybe tonight for
Oh,
a
maybe,
year.
yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Literally,
No, that's a
that's
good
how it
comparison.
feels. That's how it feels. Um, but like keep your heads up because like it exists. It's real. You can do it. I believe in you. I believe in you. I'm an apple, okay?
Guys, Sydney
And if
believes in you.
yeah, come on, guys. If you know what I think about? If you believe in dinosaurs, dinosaurs believe in you. So
Kaboom.
if you believe in shifting, shifting believes in you. The multiverse hears that. Guess what? You're going home. You're going
Mm.
home. And then you're gonna DM me or you're gonna message me, and you're gonna be like, hey, guess what? I shifted before you. Ha, L, L.
Can I get an F in the chat?
Yeah. Please flex on me if you've shifted. Also, yeah, because I want to hear about it. Hmm.
Yeah, no, tell us. Tell us about it
Yeah.
if you shifted.
If you're not gonna shift for yourself, shift so you can tell me about it. There you go. That's your motivation for tonight.
My motivation, like forever shift, honestly, you know, the group chat that we were talking about earlier,
Hmm.
I'm like the for obviously Sydney knows, but I'm like the mom of the group
Oh,
chat, and
absolutely.
I am the oldest person in there.
Hmm.
Um, and it's weird because growing up I was always the youngest person, and so I'm
Hmm.
the oldest person in there. And I like always motivate anyone. Anytime they're like, I need motivation, I will motivate you. You need motivation, I will motivate you, bitch.
Yep.
So I'm like determined to shift and then immediately
Mhm.
tell everyone in the group chat because I know you guys would be so happy and like I know it'd motivate everyone
Hmm.
too.
Yeah,
Um,
literally. I had a when I first joined the group chat, I had a dream that one of my friends, her name's Allie, she's in the group chat. Shout out Allie if you're listening. I love you. I love you so much.
wait, I
Um
think I know what Allie
yeah,
and I
I
talk all
had a
the
dream.
time.
Really? That's crazy. I had a
Shout out to
dream that
Allie,
she
you cool as
shifted.
hell.
I loved you. I love you, Allie. I had a dream that she shifted and told the group chat, so I told her about that, and then we've been friends ever since. So I love you. You're awesome. Um,
Allie, you
but
cool as
yeah,
hell.
you cool. You cool as hell,
She
man.
waited for my Snapchat so I can reply. All right.
Yeah.
Any other last thoughts before we close out?
I don't think so. Do you have anything?
Um, I don't think so.
Mm, okay.
All right.
Well, wait.
So,
If you guys are going to shift tonight, good luck. I believe in you. You can do this. Believe in yourself. That's a big thing.
and
Um,
I also believe in you.
yes.
You got this.
You got
If
this.
you need some motivation, I'm here to message me and be like, motivate me, and I will
Me
send
too.
you this
Yeah.
long paragraph.
Hmm.
All right, you guys, you can go ahead and catch the projection project next week. I'll be back with another cool, epic guest. See you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.